Hi YouTube, how are you doing? And welcome to a video where we want to cover two things. One, a big, awesome announcement from the developer of Phasmophobia, and then the second one is the beta branch patch that just went to the live version of the game, so if you're one of the people that doesn't play on the beta, you now also have access to the new map and the new ghost. But first of all, let us cover the big announcement. As well as the update, I would also like to make an announcement. Over the past few years, I've been developing Phasmophobia, so this is the developer, DK, as we know him, talking, on my own. However, due to how much it has grown in both popularity and its future content plans, it is now time to expand the team. I have now started the process of hiring an experienced artist and programmer to work on Phasmophobia. They will both start working with me on future content very soon, as well as improving and expanding upon the current content, which is extremely exciting. Imagine DK, the speed at which DK has been developing, by the way, like, first of all, has been just incredible, given it's just one person. Like, this game has gone through so many fast updates and so much awesome stuff we have already seen, and that's just one person. Now, imagine having two DKs and the amount of awesome things that we have to look forward to. It's gonna be incredible. I cannot wait to see. I mean, I don't want to, like, have too high expectations. I'm just very excited to see it. I'm not gonna put any, like, new maps left and right, up and down and everywhere. I don't know, but I'm extremely excited, and it's gonna be awesome. And then here, in the meantime, you can enjoy the latest content update, which you can find the full patch notes for listed below. So, first of all, this is amazing. I mean, I want to say finally, because DK has honestly been doing an amazing job, but I do really like this choice, because now there might be a lot more content coming soon, and it might mean that we can just, like, get more meat to the game, because right now the game in terms of depth is amazing, but just adding more maps to it regularly, like having someone just focused on adding maps, focused on adding new ghosts, new equipment, new stuff like that, we can just start seeing more content, like, all the time, and I'm extremely excited for it, as you can imagine. So this is more of, like, I don't know what it's gonna be like, but I am very excited, and I am trying not to be too excited, because yeah, if we get content more than once a month, it's gonna be amazing. But yeah, that is the big announcement out of the way. Now, for those who missed it, or those who want a refresher, let's quickly cover the patch that just went over to the current patch. So all the people that have been asking me, how do I get this update? First of all, you can just opt into the beta on Steam. There's really no reason not to do this. It is generally bug-free. DK is really good at just, like, making it very stable from the get-go. But if you did not do that, or you haven't done it yet, then the patch has just been available, or has just been made available to you, and we're gonna cover it right here. So, new. Added a new ghost type, yokai. Added a new ghost type, hantu. These are two new ghost types. Yokai are really cool. If you talk to them, they become more aggressive, so they actually can hunt at 80% sanity, which is one of the very few ghosts that can hunt above 50% average sanity, if you make them angry by talking, which is really cool mechanic. And in a hantu, I was actually expecting to be the really cool ghost out of these two, but it has been more of a somewhat more basic ghost. It is a ghost that is faster when it's cold, so if the breaker is off, and slower if the breaker is on when it's warm. It's based on the temperature. However, the speed increase and decrease is it's not like a revenant. It doesn't turn into a revenant. It doesn't turn into a slow revenant. It's just like a little bit less than a Jinn and a little bit faster than a revenant when it's cold, or when it's warm. So it's just like a little bit too minimal for me personally. I would love to see this be a little bit stronger effect, because then it would stand out really well. But it is pretty cool, and the yokai is extremely awesome. Like, yelling to a yokai is terrifying, and the fact that it has the spirit box as evidence type is just the cherry on top, which is awesome. Next, added a new daily challenge, which are these challenges that you get every single day. They're not objectives in the game. Capture a 3-star ghost photo. Added a new daily challenge, capture a dirty water photo. Now, these things are not very important, because you get like $15 for them, and it doesn't multiply with difficulty, so it's like $15 every day, which is nothing. In-game money, of course. So yeah, those are two things. Added a way to reset corrupt save files. This is a very rare occurrence. If you get this, please join our Discord and ask for help. So yeah, there was a an issue that kept cropping up where people would get corrupted save files. If you load out of a game and it's just a blank screen, there's no ghost like listed, there's no money listed, I think that means your save file is corrupted. So then get into the Discord of Phasmophobia and ask for help. Added a profanity filter for user and server names. Please report if your name is not offensive and is getting caught by this. Yeah, this is just like something that had to be added eventually, because there were some people that were just like, I mean, it's the internet, there's always assholes around, and there were just some really disgusting people with disgusting names. So now that is no longer going to be the case, which is awesome. Added a sell button in the item store that will give you back 50% of the price. So if you bought one too many flashlights and you ruined your 10, you can now sell that one flashlight instead of having to die with it. So that's nice. Added text to show the name of the level below the map in the truck, which is just, I mean, if you forgot what game you loaded into, now you'll know. Added a confirmation timer if you change your resolution. Yeah, so like if you don't load into a really bad resolution, it'll just auto reset for you, like basic stuff. Added, and this is the big one, of course, with the new ghosts, added a new small house map called Willow Street House. This map has no closets or lockers to hide inside and has been designed around hiding behind furniture. This is actually really scary when you just start out, and if you want to know where to hide, I made a video on that. I'll link it over here in the iCard. I've tested, like, I spent a lot of time testing all the different hiding spots, and I found a set of 5 hiding spots that are extremely safe. Now, some people have reported that they still died in a few of these in some rare occurrences, but for my testing and my actual playing, I have not died in any of these at all. So if you want to see those, you can check them out over here. Alrighty, changes. The smudge stick smoking time has been reduced from 15 to 6 seconds to match the ghost delay during a hunt. Now, this is actually not a nerf. I also made a video on this. I know I'm just plugging my own content, but it's these are like confusing things that are nice if they're clarified. I made a video on that. You can see it over here. It's not a nerf because the way the smudge stick works is that it applies twice. Once at the start, once at the end. It'll check at the start in an area of 6 meters. Is the ghost here? I will apply the smudge stick effect. And at the end, is the ghost here? I will apply the smudge stick effect. In between, nothing happens. It doesn't do anything. The smoking is just a visual. It doesn't do anything. So the fact that this is shorter doesn't really matter. And if you want more information on this, you can look over here in the iCard, because I explained it more thoroughly there. Okay, the ghost will now walk to the front of the closet or locker if it sees or hears you inside, rather than walking past. I just today made a video on this as well. It's not out yet, so this will be coming out soon, but we did a bunch of testing on how lockers and closets work, so you'll be seeing that one to the YouTube soon. So if you're not subscribed and you want to see that video, then make sure to subscribe. But yeah, if you fall out of the map or go out of bounds, you will now be teleported to the last place you were instead of back to the truck. This doesn't always really work. Like, I still get teleported back to the truck if you glitch out of bounds sometimes. But yeah, apparently it's kind of annoying in VR, because if you slightly lean out of bounds, then you'll just get teleported in the middle of the room out in the open. So if you're trying to hide from a ghost and you'll lean too far into the hiding spot, then you'll just get teleported out in the open and die. So it's a little tricky, but yeah. The high school top and bottom floor corridors have now been split into 3 sections each. This will make evidence be more accurate to where the ghost is. Yeah, it's no longer the upper floor entire hallway, down floor entire hallway. It's now split up in these areas, which makes, if you do get a hallway ghost, it makes it a little bit more manageable. The truck has now been moved closer to the entrance on prison. Really nice change. Also made a video on that. Kick player will now be automatically kicked when they rejoin. So if you have someone harassing you and you kick them once, then they'll just be gone. However, if you kick your friend by accident, you do have to remake the lobby to allow your friend to rejoin. So yeah, the ghost now has a small chance to wander far from its room. Now, this is a small chance, but over the course of the game, of a singular game, you'll definitely see this happen, and it has made the game significantly harder. You'll need sometimes even to turn off the breaker entirely to find freezing, because if the ghost's moving around a lot, when it moves to a different room, it'll increase the original room, and then it'll move back and it'll start decreasing that one again, but it'll never reach, it is never in one place long enough to make it freezing. So now sometimes you actually have to bring out a thermo and see if it's below 3 degrees, or you have to turn off the breaker, which actually kind of ties into the fact that they added Hantu, because there's really no reason to have the breaker off, but this roaming does create a scenario in which you want the breaker off, so then you might buff accidentally a Hantu that you are dealing with. So that's pretty cool. And overall, this is really nice. I have personally suggested that I think we need some gameplay that allows you to interact with a roaming ghost. And I would love to hear your suggestion for that as well, because I think that there's not much you can do. If the ghost walks away, like, detecting that quickly enough can be hard. You feel kind of helpless because if the ghost just decides to go somewhere else, there's not much you can do about it. Like, the ghost can just do whatever. You can't, like, lock it in a room. The only ghost you can lock in a room is Ure. By using a smudge stick, it'll stick in the room for 90 seconds. But I would love to see that 90-second smudge stick lock in a room be added to every single ghost, and the weakness of a Ure be reworked, because I think that could actually allow a lot of gameplay with roaming ghosts, which would be awesome. And then you also have this one. Wait. Oh yeah, so this is the one that it can wander far from its room, but it's also increased. This doesn't say it in here, but general roaming has also been increased. So you do see, like, more roaming overall, which, yeah, does make the game significantly harder, because if the ghost is not in your room, you can't gather any evidence. You might use a spirit box and get fooled into thinking that it's not spirit box, but the ghost just simply wasn't there at the time you tried it. So definitely try evidences multiple times, because you might be missing it. Alright, slightly increase the demon's chance to hunt. This actually means that it's now no longer 65%, but 70% at which they can, 70% average sanity at which they can start hunting, which is really cool. Yeah, I really like this, and it also feels like they're more aggressive overall from my experience. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but it feels that way. And overall, if they can hunt 5% earlier, then they are more aggressive, so it's cool. Increase the size of the thermo text to make it easier to read in VR. You'll notice this immediately. It's just bigger text, which there's no reason not to make it bigger, so that's nice. Changed how the alternative pores value is saved. This means you will have to enable this again. I don't really know what that is about, but if you use that, then good. Increase the chance increase the ghost's chance to open or close a door when it's not hunting, to leave fingerprints. Increased the ghost's chance to interact with objects, to get interactions. Good stuff, because it did make it significantly harder to have the roaming. So this kind of counteracts that a little bit. If you do find the ghost room, then you'll have more play with the ghost, like back to back. Flip the high school and asylum truck maps to make them less confusing to navigate. I will upload a video on the asylum one tonight, and the high school one is already out, where I show this and just play on high school and asylum if you want to just see some chill gameplay. But yeah, I really like this. It was super confusing. Left was right, right was left, up was down, down was up. It was just unnecessary, and I'm glad they changed it pretty much immediately after, I don't know, people said it was confusing. So that's awesome. And then there is a bunch of fixes. Let's go through those as well. Might as well. Improve the performance and load times on most house maps. Great stuff. Fix the bug where player voices would sometimes go high pitched, which was really funny. I actually never heard it myself, but I know that it happened to me when I was playing with the other people. It happened that my voice would get really high pitched, which was funny, but they fixed it. High school fixed the bug where sound sensors showed the wrong corridor names. Okay. Fixed the bug where equipment didn't teleport back to the truck if they fell out of bounds. I just made a video on the Rich View waterfall glitch where it, like, you can throw an item under the map and then it just falls forever, and that is removed by this, but yeah, that was really funny when it was possible. So if you want to see that video and just see a little bit of Phasmo history, you can check that out. Fixed the bug where the ghost was changing the temperature in the wrong room. Very annoying, so that was awesome that they changed that. This is basically addressing the Tanglewood kitchen and dining area issue, and like the Rich View boys' bedroom, I think it's called, and hallway upstairs issue, where it would just be set wrong and it would do the temperatures in the wrong room, which would be very confusing. So I'm glad they changed that. Fixed the bug where new players would have their volume set to old players' volume. Yes. Fixed the bug where the ghost couldn't kill you in some closets. There were some closet save spots that they fixed. Fixed several save spots. I always like fixing save spots because I think that's not really valid gameplay in my opinion. Fixed a bug, which is different from hiding spots, of course. It's like a spot where you are completely invulnerable, basically. Fix the bug where players would still show in the audio options after they have left. Fix the bug where the resolution would sometimes be set very low when launching for the first time. Alrighty. Fix the bug where sensors could be placed in walls or behind other objects. This is actually kind of unfortunate. You used to be able to place sensors in doorways. Like if a door, like most doors have like the place where the door handle connects to the wall. I guess, and you could place a motion sensor in the doorway, like in the opening of the door, which would always detect the ghost moving out of the room, especially during a hunt. You would always get the motion sensor objective if you had it, and now you have to kind of be more finicky with it, and you can no longer get that freebie, like, okay, I'll just make the ghost hunt, and then I'll just get the motion sensor objective because I placed the motion sensor in the doorway. You can no longer do that from my experience now. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but I mean, this was a bit glitchy. So yeah, fixed a bug where the ghost was never wandering out of its room. Didn't really see that, but okay. Yeah, you do see a lot more wandering overall in this new patch. It is more difficult. You're gonna see some more stuff. Let me know how you find it, because I think it's actually really cool, but it does require some additional gameplay, as I said before, to make it really feel that, I don't know, to make it really feel fleshed out. Fix a bug where the EMF reader would still show a value if you picked it up from the floor in your inventory. Yeah, you could set the EMF value to a certain beep, and you could just walk away, and it'll just seem like there was EMF everywhere, even though there wasn't. But that was a very minor bug. Fixed a bug where smudge stick could not be lit with a candle. Yes, indeed. Fixed a bug where the thermal would sometimes show values for the wrong room, which was actually really annoying. Detecting stuff with the thermal, it would be very strange. That is all fixed. So yeah. I don't know if I want to see this still, because the new ghost type will have a 3 times higher spawn rate until the next update. We've already basically done this. I'm a little bit... I'd rather see all of the ghosts equally again, because all the yokai and hantu showering has been a little bit much, but I mean, it's fine. Then we can get some more action out of the new ghost. But yeah, overall, again, if you forgot it because the video has already been going on for so long, there's now going to be a new developer working on Phasmophobia, which is awesome. I am really excited to see how much faster we're going to get content. And they added 2 new ghosts, added a new map, and made the game overall harder by adding more roaming to the game. So yeah, I really love this patch. This has been some awesome stuff. The surprise map, by the way, this was not announced beforehand. They just dropped this on us, which was really exciting, and I cannot wait to see what they're gonna add in the future. But that's about it for me. If you are not subscribed, please do so. If you like the video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. Remember that we're going to be playing tonight, right after this video goes up. Basically, we'll be live streaming. I live stream every day over on Twitch. So if you want to join the streams, you can join it there. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Love you guys.